Well, hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is September 18th through 24th. I hope you're amazing. We are going to touch on love, money, career, and just something random for the week. So let's start. Scorpio, coffin, baggage, shy, personality traits. This feels to me like a relationship was going through a rebirth. Like things were going good, you were on a good path, everyone was happy. And I feel like whatever was an issue in the relationship before, or something that you two have had problems with in the past, is coming back up. And it could just be there's a lot of responsibilities, or there's, people have their own, like your partner has their own issues they're going through and they need to heal, they need to figure some things out, they need to piece some things together, which is natural and normal. Um, and I feel like you're afraid to bring it up. You're afraid to bring it up because you don't know where it's going to go. I get the feeling that you would rather just sort of let it pass, you know? Um, it's very interesting because I feel like you're noticing something about yourself that you don't want to bring up. There's a trait that you have. I get the feeling it's kind of like possessiveness or control. Um, that you don't want to touch upon. You don't want to dig into this, it looks like. It's more like I would rather not deal with it and then just heal this with my partner so we can move on. But I feel like to your partner who you're dealing with, this is an actual topic, like an actual deal for them. Okay? So let's see. Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. Yeah. The thing is with you, Scorpio, I see here, you are trying to give love to your partner. You care about them. You're doing small things. You're trying to, and I don't feel like you're pushing them either this week. I feel like you're just being kind and loving and gentle through whatever process this is, or however they feel distant. Because it feels to me like the person you're dealing with, the Queen of Swords, they're trying to figure out their feelings about things. Like they don't know if they're being overly critical, but they have their guard up. They have their guard up because they feel like you haven't really changed, or maybe something is going wrong, you know? And I get this by the Ace of Cups in reverse, is they feel drained. They feel like it's a lot. They feel like it's a lot going on. Like maybe they even need a break, you know? Um it's like they don't know what they're going to do. They're thinking about things. They're trying to figure things out, but they feel like, not that they're mad at you. I want to say it feels almost like disappointed, or they don't understand. And the only thing you can feel, Scorpio, is you're like, okay, I'm just going to keep giving love to my partner, right? Even though they feel this way, even though they're pulling back or whatever it feels like, I'm going to continue to give them this love and admiration. I'm not going to take that back. The Emperor, the Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I would say that with the Wheel of Fortune being here, things do need to change. But you're very settled in what you believe. It's like you're the leader. It's almost like I need it to go my way. It kind of gives me that vibe of it's my way or the highway. Like this is what I feel is right. This is what I need. I don't see a lot of room for change, development, compromise with these two cards for you, Scorpio. But for them, they're realizing some truths. And I feel like they don't know how to talk to you about it. They don't know how to bring it up. I don't feel like this person wants to leave you. I feel like they do love you. But this whole situation is making them feel disconnected. And I will say that it can't continue this way, which is why the Wheel of Fortune is here. The Wheel of Fortune talks about there needing to be change, right? There is a repeating pattern that is happening that needs to change. You're more oblivious to it than they are. So the problem lies with them. You know, like the problem, they feel like there's a problem. You don't. So there needs to be some sort of discussion. I'm not saying that to point blame on one person or another, but this is what it looks like. Okay. Okay, money and career. Follow up. Responsibilities. Benefits. This is interesting because this is talking about if you want things to go right at work or in your career, you know, if you want to reap the benefits that you feel like you deserve, you have to start putting some effort in at work. The thing is, I feel like you're more focused probably on your love life or what's going on in other areas of your life, that you're kind of putting your goals and work to the side. Because you're like, well, that seems more important. That seems more of an issue right now. So let's see what the cards have for you, Scorpio. The Devil, Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. The main thing that I see here is there's this false feeling of having everything under control, which is where you thought you were. You know, it's like I have everything under control, and then it feels like there's other things that need your attention or other things that are pulling you away from that now you feel like you need to focus on. Well, that's where your thought is. That's where your mindset is right now. It's focusing on these other things. When it comes to work, your biggest enemy is feeling like you have everything under control. I get the feeling that everything feels like it's under control and it's a false start or a false success, feeling of success. There's more things that you need to see when it comes to work. So I'm feeling like when someone tells you something or they tell you like you need to wait, it's sort of blowing you off. And you need to investigate that. And the thing that's working against you is feeling like you have everything under control. And also being distracted by other things that are going on in your life. So you're like, well, they said this, so I'm going to leave it alone. But I feel like you have the opportunity to make some changes here. You have the opportunity to fix this. Like, whatever this obstacle is, whatever this issue is, this may be a person as well that's trying to keep you where you are because they want you to stay in this position or in this job. It's like you have an opportunity to see that's what's happening and fix it. I would like to have some advice on this. Yeah, I see that you have a goal of success. Um, it's like you want everyone to see that you're doing really well. I don't know why I get the vibe that it's more of like your family or naysayers, something of that nature. Um, but you need to focus on somebody running you around in circles. There's somebody running you around in circles. They're telling you one thing, but this is the truth. It's like they're trying to keep you stuck. And you're not trying to argue. You don't feel like there's a point in arguing because it's like, you may need this person's help or they're like a go between for you. That's why. But what I'm seeing is this partnership is not on the same page. They don't want what you want, right? And they're also playing with you because they can figure you out. Like they know your emotions, they know your motivation. So I would be paying attention to that. That's very specific, huh? Okay. Scorpio. Well, I will say this. You do have an opportunity this week to show compassion and care to a loved one or a significant other or someone that you're talking about. Um, the first thing you need to do is kind of relinquish control, okay? You kind of have been either confrontational or controlling or like a tyrant in ways. And I feel like it's because you're trying to make sure like this person stays within a box. I know that sounds really weird, but you're like, well, I need to establish boundaries. You know, like I need to make or let this person know like what they can and can't do. But I feel like this person feels restricted, right? So this is telling me that you have this opportunity to sort of pull back. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, you have the opportunity to pull back because I feel like you need to understand the other person's feelings as well and not just your own. Okay. And then Ace of Wands. Yeah. You're going to get a message. And I feel like this has to do with the career and money aspect that we just talked about. You have this opportunity to really get something off of the ground. Okay. I feel like the problem here is the Page of Wands. The Ace of Wands is just an opportunity, right? It's not a guarantee. It's an opportunity for something to happen, right? It has the potential for something to happen. It has the potential for a new direction, right? Yeah, but you need to look at the fine details. And I said this in the career part. Pay attention to what someone's saying to you and what they have you working on. Like, is it busy work? Is it something just to keep you occupied? Or is it the truth, you know? You should look at this week as a gift, right? I feel like it's like almost like an open door for abundance for you, Scorpio, right? Um, it's an opportunity for you to grow. That's what I'm seeing for you this week. I know that sounds weird, but it's like make a decision to come out of your own head. Don't be your own worst enemy this week. Thinking that you know everything this week or that you're right about everything this week will lead you into a disaster. Okay? So try to be open-minded and try to look at things from different perspectives. All right? So I love you and I will see you next week, okay? Bye-bye.